Today we're in Summerville at Baker's BBQ, but if you drove by this place, you'd never believe it's a barbecue place. It's got dirt parking lot, plants for sale out front, knickknacks. There's no sign of a restaurant, but hidden in the back is a little barbecue place that's been serving locals great barbecue for years. Let's check it out. I'm a Charleston native. I love to go on cruises, travel to amazing places, and enjoy local cuisine. This is local Charleston. So out front of Baker's BBQ, we find a very patriotic Sasquatch. He's just one of the many unique things you'll find while strolling around Baker's BBQ. About 15 years ago, Kevin and Price Baker decided to open up this nice little garden shop. But as time went on, they decided to offer barbecue to their local patrons. They have since retired and passed on the mantle to their son, who does a great job maintaining the quality and food here at Baker's. The atmosphere is truly unique. It's kind of like Cracker Barrel meets a garden center meets a barbecue restaurant. Here's a copy of their current menu. You can pause the video here if you want to look it over and figure out what you would like to get. Now, Baker's is only open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And if you want to enjoy their ribs, that's only available on Thursday. And you either need to get here really early or call ahead and reserve them because they run out quickly. And if you want the brisket pie, you have to let them know. They don't just offer it as a restaurant item because it's so expensive to make. The owner told me that it has 2 pounds of brisket in it. So if you'd like to try a brisket pie, call ahead and they'll make you one. Walking around, it's really neat to take in all the nice little relics and artifacts they have of the past, also surrounded with this lush greenery. And as you make your way to the very back of this area, they have a nice koi pond stocked with goldfish. We got a table right next to the pond, and it was really nice to enjoy our meal and listen to the waterfall cascading into this pond. Another thing to keep in mind is that they don't offer table service. They don't have waiters and waitresses coming and bringing you a menu and taking your order. When you get here, just go to the barbecue place in the back, look over the menu, place your order, they'll prepare it and bring it to your table. This is the walkway that takes you back to the barbecue portion of Baker's, and notice it is just loaded down with knickknacks all over the place. Now as we walk in, you can see the refrigerator case where they keep their yummy desserts. We'll take a closer look at that in a minute. Now as you pass more knickknacks, you'll come over here to this countertop, and this nice woman over here will take your order. They do have bottled drinks, but they also have sweet tea and unsweet tea. And here's the board showing you the special and the sides that they have. They don't have all the sides on the menu. They rotate around, but the sides they do have are really good, especially this mac and cheese. And here's the sweet tea and unsweet tea. You can mix that however you like. And over here's that refrigerated case I was telling you about. See, they have banana pudding, peach cobbler, they have a blueberry cobbler, they have there's tomato pies, and then a chocolate pie and a peanut butter pie. So if the weather's bad outside, if it's cold or rainy, don't worry, they also have this inside portion of the restaurant that's temperature controlled. And once again, the walls are adorned with all kinds of neat stuff. And it really does have a lot of sitting. A number of people that came here went here because it was a little bit chilly that day. But this would also be a great place to host like a family reunion or get together. Now my wife chose to get the barbecue pork sandwich, which came with one side. She got the mac and cheese, and then you get your choice of sauce. They have the mustard based, the tomato based, and the vinegar based, depending on what you like. And look at the amount of meat on that sandwich. It was piled so high. In fact, my wife couldn't finish half the pork, and she was able to make 2 sandwiches out of it. My wife went with the mustard based sauce. It's a favorite of both of ours. Now this mac and cheese she got, this is textbook Southern mac and cheese. Obviously casserole style. You see that little casserole crust around the outside. And then you look at all that cheese. It's just pulling all over the place. My wife gave it the vote as one of the best. Now I went with the brisket plate, which comes with 2 sides. For my 2 sides, I chose hash and rice and coleslaw. Now I found the portion to be very, very generous. It was quite a lot of brisket in there. And at the time she said you didn't really necessarily need to have a sauce with it because the brisket is cooked in their own special marinade. But of course, you know, I love mustard sauce, so I had to go ahead and get some of that. The brisket was so tender, it just fell apart in your hands. And the sides were perfect too. The coleslaw was nice and fresh, and the hash and rice was a very generous portion, and truly a Southern classic. Now, I have never heard of barbecue pie. It's a first for me. It's a pie shell that is stuffed with pulled pork mixed with sauce, add little green peppers and little onions, and then piled high with pimento cheese. Man, I tell you, it was really good. It was a good bite all the way through. It was cheesy, and you had that barbecue in there, the onions and peppers. It was delicious. Look at all that meat. And I dumped red sauce all over it, and it really brought it up a notch. So if you're looking for a place to get some delicious barbecue with some authentic Southern sides, you really should give Baker's Barbecue a try. The service here was super quick. We got our food in no time, and they were very friendly, and it's really unique to walk around and take in all the knickknacks. So be sure to check out Baker's Barbecue. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and follow. It doesn't cost you anything, and it helps to grow the channel. And we put out a new restaurant video each week. And as always, thanks for watching.